Hello everyone, this is just a dad. Today I'm going to do a review on the Chefman Barista Pro Plus espresso machine. I recently purchased this off of Amazon. It did cost $200. Okay, so this espresso machine does Nespresso pods. These are called the original line Nespresso pods. So it does these, and if you've got some espresso ground coffee, it also does espresso using ground. But it has to be at a really fine grind. You can't really use coffee ground. You do need to use it ground at a fine grind. It's got a built-in milk frother. It's really nice. It's got a touch panel display for, you can do a single shot, double shot, single cappuccino, a double latte. Over here on the right, there is a power button, so you're going to push the power button in. And you can also adjust the froth amount. So if we want more froth, we're going to go here. If we want less froth, we'll move that lever there. And around back, there is a nice big reservoir that you can take off, and there's a handle here. Okay, so let's take a look at the portafilter. So it has a double shot filter basket. It has a single shot filter basket, but it also has this Nespresso pod basket. So we take this off. We're going to put our pods in here. There's 3 little knives down there that are going to puncture the bottom. And then when we screw this on, these things are going to puncture the top. It's going to run hot water through here to get our espresso from the Nespresso pod. It does come with a nice scoop. We can use that to scoop. And then this is for tamping when we put our espresso grounds in the single shot or double shot. Okay, so let's try an espresso with an espresso pod. We're going to need this filter basket. Now you're going to take the pod, there's 3 little knives down in there. You're going to put it here. Now you want to push it until it clicks. That's piercing the bottom of it with those little knives in there. Now we're going to take the lid. The lid is not going to puncture it right away. The hot water is going to come in there, and that's going to help puncture this top. So when you push this on, you got to get this nice and tight, okay? Now we're going to put it in the portafilter, and you're simply going to put it in the machine. Start at like a 45-degree angle. Hold the machine, turn it until it's at the lock position. So you'll have to look at your Nespresso pods and see if it's meant for a single shot or a double shot. Now the Dunkin' pod I've got is meant for a single shot, so you're going to come up here. Now if I could do a cappuccino, but I'm going to simply just do a single espresso. And you simply just press this. Okay, so it's doing the espresso through the Nespresso pod. Okay, so I'm running into problems with the machine. Right off the bat, these Nespresso pods are not working the best. I'm getting water leaking around the side, and I think that has to do with it not piercing the top very well. So let's talk about it. This looks like a very nice machine. Again, it might just be my machine that I've got. I definitely will be sending it back because I've played around with it now. I can't get the Nespresso pods to work. So let's take a look. There's a lot going on here in this lid here, but what's happening is it's not... Here's the Nespresso pod. It pierces the bottom really well. It's this top. It doesn't pierce the top when I screw this on. It's relying on the hot water pressure to kind of pop it through. And then I think water is leaking out around, so. Okay, so let's try a little different pod. It may just be that pod. I've tried about 4 different kinds. Again, press it on there. That's no problem. See, when I press that on there, it pierces it just fine. The hot water is going to come into here. It's going to go through the pod, and it's supposed to come out the other end. But it has to get pierced somehow. Now, it ends up being pierced, but it doesn't get pierced. It doesn't get pierced when I put it on. So let me see. I pierced that bottom part. I put this part on. It says you're supposed to screw it down. You know, again, that's really tight. Now, see how it didn't pierce it. But it's got these little things that look like they're supposed to. I would think it would pierce when I put this on, but that may not be what they're wanting. Put it on, put it in there. And now let's just do a single shot. Yeah, I've got espresso coming out in different spots. Earlier I had water coming out up here. And then there's quite a bit of water. So when you take this off, be careful. See how there's a lot up here? There just shouldn't be that much, I shouldn't think. You can see there's a lot with some grounds in it, so this is not working the best. All right, let's try one more pod. Again, put it on. I would like to think that would be a little tighter. So it's building up pressure, and you'll hear like a pop. So this one's, yeah, see, I'm getting water leaking up around it. So it may just be certain pods that don't work. Again, let's take this off. Be careful. See, it's just not getting the water through there like it should. Okay, so let's try one more pod. I hate to post videos when stuff's not working because it could just be my unit or something that's wrong, but let's try this the Starbucks one. Again, it's made a little different. It's kind of all metal. You know, the Dunkin' one was kind of foil, and it's got this, maybe that's kind of plastic. And then this other one I had, you know, it's hard to tell. It looks like maybe that's just plastic. So let's try this one. Again, poke it down. That works very well. Tighten this. Now, I did notice with this one, I was able to kind of turn it just a little bit more, but still, it doesn't pierce the top of the... Put it in the portafilter. Put it in the machine. Let's do a double shot. So yeah, you see that little puff? So it's relying on the water pressure to kind of pierce it, which I'm not sure that's the best. Now this one did do just a little better, looks like. And I'm getting some water leaking up around. Yeah, over on the other side, there's some water leaking up around. Again, there's going to be some water up there, I bet. Yeah, I don't like having that water up there like that. So that Starbucks pod actually did pretty decent. I mean, I would have liked to seen it do a little better, not leak, but it actually did do a decent job. Okay, so Chefman, like I said, their other model was a very good model. It didn't do Nespresso pods. It just had single shots and double shots. So let's put the double shot. You can see that portafilter is quite a bit different now because of the Nespresso pod adapter. So let's put some in there and tamp it down and see how it does. Okay, so let's give it a tamp. Make sure there's no grounds. One more little tamp. So there. Now let's put it in the machine. And let's do a double shot. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not getting any water leaking. It looks like a good shot. Yep. So it looks like that's doing okay. Again, here's what it looks like. Yeah, that looks very nice. I can't drink it straight like that. I have to make a cappuccino or latte. That's what I'm going to be doing next. I'll be frothing some milk, so let's take this off. Yeah, not too much. There's not much water up there. Okay, so let's try. I got another double shot filled up. Let's put it in. Let's get a bigger cup this time. Let's try the milk frother. Yeah, darn it. I was hoping that would fit. This drip tray, I know I can take it out. So there it fits. Just wish there was more room in this area. Okay, I got the cup in there. So let's try a double latte. Okay, so it runs the milk, it froths the milk, and then it's going to run the espresso shot. So yeah, this part works. I knew it, yeah, so that's a very nice double latte. Got frothed milk, we've got a double shot espresso put in there. And then let's say I want to add more froth, I can press that froth button. It's gonna put more froth in there. Press it again, and then it stops. So yeah, you add your syrups and your different flavors to that. That's gonna make a very nice drink. Again, let's open this up, see how there is. Yeah, that's not too bad up there. And so the theory behind putting this milk in this jug, so you can take this out when you're done. Lift it up. You can go put this in the refrigerator the next time, and then you can take it out of the refrigerator, put it over here, and you're ready to go. And before you put it in the refrigerator, you're supposed to clean. Press the clean button. That runs some hot water through there to clean that wand. It's not a very long cycle, but it does get that wand nice and clean. It stops automatically. Then you would be ready to put this in the refrigerator. You can see, yeah, it does a pretty good job cleaning that out. So I was really hoping this machine would work better than it does. Everything works except for the Nespresso pod. That's a pretty challenging thing to run water through. Again, I might just have a bad part. Again, it just kind of seems like it should pierce it, but it's not. I'm going to post this video. Now, if I get a new one and the new one is different, like or they redesign this or something, I'll take this video down, and if they start manufacturing a new one. But as of right now, I just can't recommend this coffee maker, because if they're selling it at a pretty good price. Yeah, $200, that's a pretty high price. It should do the Nespresso pods. If they're advertising it, it should do it. I love the looks of it. The new metal looks nice. The touchscreen looks really nice. The frother, I love everything about the machine, except for kind of like their older espresso machine, this depth-wise. They did make it a little taller, but this can be challenging, getting a relatively decent sized cup in there to hold a latte or a cappuccino. I was able to take this out, but again, that kind of needs to be a little better, but that's manageable with just a bit different kind of cup. So again, I hope this video helps. I really had high hopes for it. It looks like a really nice espresso machine. Again, I'm going to contact them and see if it's just something I'm doing. I may even wait a while before I post the video. But again, if I find out it was something I'm doing or a bad part, I'll take this video down. I'll make a whole nother video that shows it working properly. So I hope this video helps. And if you could, please like and subscribe.